Welcome to Editorial, Millennium News 24/7. This is Tofader Noor, our New York studio. We have a guest, also our co-host, Mr. Todd David Goldfinger. Viewers, we're going to bring Eastern Europe and Middle East and North Africa. Todd, please introduce yourself, brother.
Thank you so much. It's so wonderful to be on this network. I feel very blessed. I'm the news director. I do the news every day for Millennium News TV 24/7, and it's an honor for me. I take it as my civic duty, and I thank you. So I guess what we want to talk about probably today is that how did things change so quickly in the Eastern European region from 2014 till now. The warning signs in 2014, why didn't anybody listen to their cries? So I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, you are right. They start, December 2013 to, they take over some part of Ukrainian land, state of Crimea, and step by step they try to take over part of Georgia, part of Moldova. So he is everywhere. So since 2014 to as of today, he is surrounding everywhere. He is not start 2014. He start 2008, exactly 2008 with Georgia.
Yeah.
Then is coming Ukraine, then Moldova. Again, right now is a whole Ukraine. So what is our European alliance and our NATO going to do?
I don't know what NATO's going to do, but I can tell you that what we can do as citizens of the earth, inhabitants of the earth, what we have to do is we have to respect each other and practice compassion while we can.
NATO have a 30 member, and they are a rich country. Germany, France, and Great Britain, a rich country. But they do not put their share. They are not a part of the club, or they are not a human being. Todd?
They're not caring for their other human beings. They're putting profits over people, once again.
That's right. Over $100 billion arms, ammunition, food, medicine, America already supply. Over $100 billion. Last night, also, United States Senate, they passed $44 billion. This money, your taxpayer money, my taxpayer money. How long we can support Ukraine? Todd?
Well, it's not about what we need to do. Is we have to support Ukraine actually because it's playing out on the world stage. Basically, the wheat supply. It's either about crude oil, but this time it's about the wheat supply, which is the very essence of the breadbasket they used to call it, right? I guess between Ukraine and Russia, where we get the world's wheat, and now there's a major humanitarian crisis going on when Mr. Putin, which I'd like to call him that, or Dracula, the Dracula, the leader of Russia. Anyway, so the point is, Dracula wanted to suck blood out of everything because he wanted to go back to Soviet era. I guess he's feeling melancholy or something, and there's a lot of old people in the Kremlin who feel very sad, and I don't know if they drink too much or what, but I'm just saying is that probably they're a little too nostalgic. and their nostalgia has reached over into basically what has been decimating human lives in Ukraine. They blew up a mosque, they killed children, they targeted civilians. What more answers do you want? Mr. Putin, Dracula himself, is a very bad man.
You know, Todd, you and me, also American people knows how our ex-president Donald Trump make a drama with Ukrainian people and our Joe Biden, his son.
It was a smokescreen.
Exactly. So,
Thank you.
and he tried to make so many drama.
Right. It was just nonsense. It was nonsense because what was going on really was he was probably, just supposedly saying, may have been bosom buddies with this Dracula character who's running Russia. Just saying.
But his attorney general, he's
Who
good,
is?
he's good wishes man,
Oh, good.
Bill Barr. He told our January 6th committee, ex-president, he is not by reality. You know, he do not understood what is the truth and what is the lie. He do not understood what is the real reality. Bill Barr told the January 6th committee. What do you think?
I think it's a good start because once we start to understand that Donald J. Trump, not to be confused with any other Donald J. Trumps, is a liar. Okay, he's a man who lies, and when you lie, to quote the late great Cliff Burton, when you lie, it kills a part of the world, just like a coral reef that gets touched, it dies. Now, when a man lies, he's murdering one part of the world. He's silencing one part of the world. He's incriminating himself. So, I guess the point of the story is we had 4 years of this brute. He's a brute. In my eyes, because he has no feelings, he has no sensitivity to other human beings, and even if he does, if he thinks he's so enlightened, why isn't he helping other people? Thank you.
You are
And same with Elon Musk. Sorry. Yeah.
Exactly. Elon Musk and some other billionaire is part of his club. Those people, they don't want to pay any kind of tax, they don't want to pay their share, and they do not like to help the world. This is some kind of play games.
And it's funny, sorry, it's not funny, but, one time everybody was brothers and sisters. They remember the 60s and, of course, the horrific Vietnam era, which, launched us into, a lot of horrors, starting then with the veterans coming back and not having any treatment, being homeless, being treated as second-class citizens after defending their country. Perhaps under false pretenses. But anyway, enough about that. I guess the point of the story I want to tell you is they're not looking out for the brothers and sisters, because at one point in time, they must have had some brotherly and sisterly love. I'm sure there must have been a time when people were reaching across the aisle, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, all together now, right? Everybody was once together, everybody on the same page, loving the earth, loving their brothers and sisters. What happened? Thank you. What happened? Tell me, please, somebody.
Eastern Europe right now, by the all the way east Donbass area, he already take over the whole eastern Ukrainian part. Also he disconnected with other provincial state with Donbass. So he tried to give free passport and citizenship Donbass people right now. As we are talking right now, round the clock, the army and police, Russian, they are working and they give them free passport, free citizenship certificate. These things is going on in Donbass area right now. This is going to be, UN going to be support these things?
Don't know.
This is totally loser. By force, how you going to give somebody certificate and passport, you know?
Well, everybody wants to be free. Everybody just wants to live at this point. Everybody is very tired of war, and 4 months of war in a region that was once very, very beautiful, very hopeful. 3 years ago, there was a jazz festival with Bobby McFerrin and others. Chick Corea was there as well, Diana Krall, and Lisa Stansfield. I mean, come on. And this was 3 years, not even 3 years ago. This is devastating. There's no words in the human language to describe this kind of thing. Sorry. These are our brothers and sisters, and this is atrocity beyond words.
You know, other drama happening. Our NATO, one of the powerful NATO member, Turkey, they changed the name Turkey to Turkey right now. New name.
Oh, nice. I like it. Sweet.
This is
Sweet.
the new name. This is the new name. Their name. Okay. The
Yeah.
Turkey do not support Sweden and Finland. Now, the NATO Secretary General urged the member of the NATO's and Turkey to support these two countries. But Erdogan, he declared, he said, if NATO gonna be broke, I don't mind, but Erdogan and Turkey not gonna be support these two countries to join NATO's. Do you have any idea?
I just know that I love baklava. I love chop shish. I love the Turkish food. I mean, I can't say more than anything. I love the food of the world, but Turkish food is very special to me. And I love to be on the Aegean Sea, to take the ferry, you know, and it's very beautiful. I forgot what the question was. Sorry.
Question is, Turkey is not support the country of Sweden and Finland to NATO member. So they are part of Russia. Turkey part of Russian club. And
Since when?
Is since last 15 years. Last 15 years,
Interesting.
they doing all kind of business with Russia.
Really?
As of today, they doing business with Russia, but
Tell me more.
they are member of the NATO. So how come they are member of the NATO and they are supporting Russia and they are doing business as well with Russia?
It's absurd. It's like being born with too many arms.
You know why? You know the why, or you don't?
I wish I knew why.
Uh,
I wish you could tell us. Tell the audience, please.
1996, our that time Turkish president applied for European Union membership for Turkey. Okay, but
Yeah.
our president Clinton veto. Okay, that time for President Clinton veto, they are not get into the European Union. As of today, still, America is not support Turkey to get into the European Union. You know,
So we should bring Turkey into the EU.
but America, they don't want bring Turkey to European Union. America, France, Britain, these three countries, they don't want Turkey to join the European Union. You know, so this is the good thing for Turkey to doing the business with Russia.
They're going to further isolate themselves. That's all I can say about that. Thank you.
You know, this is shameful.
Further isolation, you know, it's like Britain's isolating themselves, you know, when the nationalist countries isolate themselves through right-wing agenda. What was going on during the Trump era when a lot of the Eastern European countries were becoming more and more nationalistic, and it was very scary for sensitive people, especially that remember the times of the Holocaust.
Yeah, Hungary, Romania, Czechoslovakia, they are like a total, and Brazil and some other
Yeah,
country,
exactly. Yeah,
also Argentina, so
right.
and so many countries, also India,
Mhm.
so many countries.
Exactly, exactly. We're happy to be living where we are.
Exactly.
Thank
So,
you.
but still, America run by democracy. American people, they are respecting the democracy. American people honoring the democracy. They don't want this kind of uh, crazy person in the White House. Sorry to say that. You know,
Which one?
I am talking X.
Right. You got to be specific.
Yeah, but this one, the current one, I don't know. He's investing billions of dollars. Our taxpayer money goes to the ocean. I don't know what he's doing. He have to make some kind of fees. He have to make some kind of arrangement.
Yeah.
I don't know why he make one kind of hub, like a Ukraine, one kind of hub, and they can start to war with the Russia. I don't, we don't like that.
It's not fair. This is not what you're supposed to do to your brothers and sisters. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, this is some kind of games. Todd, some other part uh, from tomorrow, one of the European country now is part of Brexit, is called Great Britain. They are,
Sorry.
they are not a part of European Union. They are not part of anything.
Hmm.
Now, anybody get into their ocean, their sky, their land for political asylum, or try to live freely on Britain as a democratic way,
Yeah.
they're going to send them Rwanda from tomorrow.
Well, before they try to go to the UK, and people who are watching in Rwanda right now, please do not go to the UK. It's one of the most overrated places you'll ever visit, and it's too long. So you're better off going to maybe, another country that's more nice to people.
You know,
Thanks.
nice to the people is only European country. You can found Germany.
For me, it was
Only Germany.
9
Germany,
years. Yeah.
Germany and Spain and Portugal. Other than everyone is same page.
These are havens for free people.
You know,
People who want to
everyone
live free.
everyone is like a Poland. They don't want to bring any kind of people from Middle East or Southeast Asia. This is something they are making lot of fun. But one thing our United States government try to help globally. Global issue, global problem. Not only American problem, this is the global problem. So Biden administration try to make Arab leaders on the board, like Saudi Arab, Arab Emirat, Qatar, and Kuwait, and probably the United States need a help from them to support Ukraine. Is good things or bad things?
I don't know. It remains to be seen.
You know,
We have to give everyone a chance. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Even when they're wrong 1,000 times, we're supposed to do that. We're supposed to turn the other cheek, aren't we?
but these two countries, Saudi Arab and Arab Emirat, they are 100% part of Futon pocket. Okay,
Sorry.
his
Yeah.
his pocket. So how our administration going to be trust them? I don't know. You know?
It's going to take a new leadership. It's going to take my generation. It's going to take people basically voting for me if they put my name in, putting Goldfinger. It couldn't be any worse. Thank you.
You know?
2024. It couldn't be any worse.
That's right. Viewers, we are going to short break. Please stay with us. Todd, stay with us.
Thank you. Tough crowd.
Probably we have a technical issue. We're gonna go on here again. Todd, one of the things in India these days, minority people call Muslim, Christian, Jews, and majority is Hindu. So majority people's leaders and government, they are demolishing minority house. They cannot protest. They cannot protest against the government, against the current BJP Hindutvadi government. They don't have any kind of democracy, minority. So what?
So if I got this correct,
Go ahead.
the minorities of the religious groups, what they should be granted a religious exemption instead of having to deal with the state. Is that correct?
Exactly, country of India, more than billion people, okay, more than billion people live one country, and they have a thousands language, thousands culture, hundreds of religious. So how you gonna,
We
control
have to respect
everything?
everyone. We have to. It's not about controlling. It's about respecting everyone and knowing that everyone's different. Okay, everybody's DNA is different. When you grow up, your childhood's different than everybody else's childhood. Even brothers and sisters have different childhoods than one another. I guess the point of the story is this: you're blessed with what you've got. Okay, and to use the tools that you have within. The chapel of God within that we're all part of this great consciousness, so when we respect others, we're giving love to ourselves and our brothers and sisters. That's the way I see it.
Exactly, you and me, whatever eyes we see, but those leaders, they don't see
But
them.
maybe they'll listen to this. Maybe they'll listen to this and say, "Oh, well, maybe we can't hire them to consult us, but we could watch this video on YouTube or on the app." Millennium News TV.
God bless them. We don't want to be argue with any kind of hated, any kind of religious issue or culture issue. We are as a human. We like to see in this planet peace, love, and happiness. We don't want to be against any prophet, any pope,
Right.
or fathers or anyone. So those people.
Well, if they commit acts of violence, against children or sexual abuse, then they definitely need to be held accountable.
They did.
100%.
They
And they must continue to be held accountable because this is when they use scripture to hurt others, this is it's not so good. But anyway, the point of the story is this: we're all together, right? Everybody's together. I hope, because we have to accept each other. If we don't accept, it's too rigid, and it can't be rigid. It can't be rigid. Bruce Lee himself, when he was alive, said, "Be like water," right?
over 200 years, what is the British did in America, and over 200 years, whatever British did in India, but same way, the BJP, Indian Hindutvadi leaders, they are misusing the minority religious. This is worst things.
They're exploiting.
Yeah, our State Department, they just have a little boys. If some other country, they're going to have a lot of boys. For India, they don't have any boys. This is something else we are watching, Democrat and Republican. But we thinking, Donald Trump support India. That's why Donald Trump, he don't want to do anything. He don't want to say anything. But what about the Biden? What wrong with him? What wrong is
He's just too slow.
So
Too slow, and he said some things that weren't so good about Putin early on. That probably maybe even provoked Putin. So it's not great. It's not great. 2024. Let's put in some Goldfinger. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we have to think about it. We have to
We gotta think about it because it's gonna take a lot of money.
Yes, you
And
are.
and you know how much I hate money. There's one thing I hate, it's money.
Now listen,
Sorry.
don't bring the hate.
Crypto's better. Crypto's better. Crypto's better. Sorry.
Do not bring any kind of hatred on the year. Okay.
Sorry, but it's an object. It's an object. It's an
okay.
object that creates
Okay.
chaos in the world. Sorry.
Okay.
Apologize. I apologize. Cheers.
In South America, South American nations, they did Samat with Biden last Thursday. Do you remember that? All South American leaders came from all over Brazil and Chile, Argentina, to all countries. But what about the neighboring country, Mexico? Why the leader is not show up? Think about it.
Yes, you're the wrong guy.
Think about it. Also, one of the leader came, Canadian Prime Minister. He gets sick. He get coronavirus positive. Now he is in the in house or in hospital. God knows. He get positive coronavirus. So, our president, he is little elderly. Of course, American people think about it for him. His good wealth, health, everything. But he have to do the job right the way. Right
Better
time.
job. Better job.
Exactly. Right time, right job, whatever they needed in the world. Also in America.
In America, yeah.
If he cannot do it, how we expect?
He can do it. I believe he can do it. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you there. I believe he can do it with my help. Thank you.
Democrat independents put them in White House, Congress, Senate. But so many Democrat, now they calling themselves, they are progressive, they are modern, they are liberal, left wing, right wing. How many groups? See, on Democrat. Same thing on the Senate. 50 senator, they have a 10 groups. So how they going to be helping the American voter, American people? Todd?
We need Todd David Goldfinger right away. 2024, put him in
Listen,
fast.
you are alone, cannot do anything. When anyone get into give the feet to the White House, they are not part of the American limelight. They are part of the world limelight. They do not think about it, American people. Okay? They are think about it only whole of the world that time. American people is dying, crying, whatever they do, they can go hell. They don't care. If they care, our senators care, our Congress care, our president care. Millions of people in homeless, jobless, without food, without housing, health issue, mental health issue, so many issues. We can solve our own issue over here, then we can solve the problem internationally. But we make every single day making the problem, making the problem, making the problem, do not solve any kind of problem. And when is the voter time come? Oh, I try, we try, we
Right.
try. This is the ball
Yeah.
games. This is ball games is everywhere.
That's right. That's right. It
Everywhere.
takes courage to be a leader.
Yeah. Right
The
now,
courage of a lion.
right now, Iran, they already started to show up the world they can make the nuclear missile like a North Korea. Right now, Israel try to destroy the Iran. This is another kind of games going on.
It's a blasphemy.
Another
They're
kind.
It's a blasphemy. There's no other words. Blasphemy.
So many bad things going on in the world. Viewers, our editorial almost end for today. If you have any last word for the people's viewers.
Well, do the best you can with the tools you have that you've been provided with at birth. And everybody's circumstance is different. So a lot of people don't have it very easy. Some people have it way too easy and have way too much money and don't help the homeless. That's a sin. That's a crime against humanity. Thank you and amen. Peace on earth.
Viewers, we are done for today. Today's editorial. So many bad things going on in this planet. Our leaders, presidents, prime ministers, military leaders, they making the issue, they making the problem. So if they making the problem, who gonna solve it? They have to solve their issue too. Everything is not solved coming from White House or American taxpayer money. You guys have to be solved yourself too. Anyway, so you can watch this show, all iOS and Android device and all smart TVs and Amazon Fire Stick, Roku Stick, Apple TV, also globally Jago BD and Jadu TV, and locally Radiant IPTV and Cinefan and so many others networks. Viewers, our website is millenniumnews24.com, also millenniumtv24.com. Our email address editorial@millenniumnews24.com. Viewers, our colleague, friends, everyone working round the clock, views, news, talk show, editorial, hosting, so many things on the state, on the field, on the studio, on the ocean, on the sky, on the river. Please watch Millennium News 24/7 and today's editorial. Whatever you are, stay, peace and love and happiness. Goodbye and take care for today. Oh, thank you very much.